hard to me because you've been second guessing on me. What? I just cut my nigga off. He gon' take a load. Got these niggas blowing up my bat line. He been what? Huh? What's up with my top bottoms and girls of the wait? I ain't did this in a while. So I'm running around in a frenzy, bitch. What's up with my top bottoms and girls of the world? Kenneth here, and I am back for another video. Today's video is everybody's favorite here on my channel. Is story time. I ain't done story time in a minute or whatever, and I have so many stories to come and tell y'all. I actually tried to film this video yesterday, but I was like blinded by the sun, so that ain't work out. Why would the sun pop through right now and give me this effect? I didn't ask for this effect. Like maybe if the sun, that's peeking at me too, bitch. Like the sun is peeking. Okay, that's better. I can't even, like my eyes, like I looked at the sun, I looked up, and now it seemed like I look blind. Oh, I feel blind. One of them, like I was so blinded by the sun that I just said, I can't do this right now because I couldn't even see, like I couldn't see I'm filming this off of one of my phones and I hope this quality is okay. It's okay. It's not like the normal quality. I left my camera on the other side of the freaking country like a dumb whore. So y'all just gonna have to do because I felt like sitting down. I felt like uploading. I felt like editing and I missed y'all. And then I said I was gonna start posting again very soon. I've said this like 1, 2, 3 times in the past 3 weeks. And I just been traveling and stuff, but y'all getting this video. It's a story time. I don't know what I'm gonna tell this story. I don't never know what I'm gonna tell my story time, but it's about this day I went on the other day and it was really embarrassing. Like I embarrassed myself to the point where I don't even want to talk to boy no more. And then amongst other things because he was just not my cup of tea. We'll just say he wasn't my cup of tea. So about a week ago, I think that was about a week ago. That's corny. I'm disgusted that that's even in my conscience, actually. But about a week ago, I went on a little date. You know, I'm single, I'm dating, trying to date. Don't nobody want to date me because everybody's saying I'm intimidating. That's another story for later. I don't get it. But, you know, I don't turn down no dates and stuff like that. I never turn down dates. If you ask me on a date, I'm gonna be like, okay, are you paying? If you paying, we all good to go. I'm joking. I'm not that type of bitch because I will split a bill with a nigga. It depends. It depends how long we've been talking if I'm splitting bills with you. I don't spend money on niggas.
Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his too. Oh.
But no, this dude had asked me to go on a freaking date and I was like, okay, we go. The thing about this dude is that he was a Cody. You don't know what a Cody is. In my side of the world, a Cody is a white boy, okay? I name all white boys that have ever tried to talk to, I'd be like, Cody, here come Cody. And I really thought I had me a Cody for a minute. But I'm about to explain the story of why Cody can't be my Cody. Because amongst other things, I embarrass myself. But amongst other things, Cody just can't be my Cody, okay? Now the thing about me is that I usually don't go for the Codys or whatever. By the way, comment down below your white boy name. Like if you got a white boy, no offense to the white boys and no offense to the Caucasians, no offense to the Caucasians in the room. They be named Cole, they be named Cody, they be named like what's the most popular white boy name? Comment down below. Steve, Steven. I feel like I got a white boy name like Kenneth. Kenneth, like that sounds a little Kenneth. But no, I usually like stay inside of my race. Not necessarily, I just don't date white boys because I've dated outside of my race before. And I'm saying dated as if I don't be going on that many dates. I don't got the juice like that. It may seem like I got the juice like that, but I don't got the juice like that. I really don't. I'm not lying. I'm really not lying. But no, I don't really do the white boys like that because I had an experience about 3 years ago with this one Cody, and Cody had really tried it in the middle of us hooking up. I was in the middle of hooking up with this white boy like 3 years ago or whatever, 3-4 years ago, somewhere around there. I was like 20 years old and I was doing the hookup thing. Okay, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. Okay, he was fine as wine and all these good things. Oh, fine as white wine and all these good things. Fine. But in the middle of us hooking up and like, you know, I was like, okay, this, you know, it wasn't bad and nothing like that. The stroke was a little stiff and the was a little pink. But outside of that, it wasn't bad. Like, it felt good. He knew what he was doing for the most part. But in the midst of it, he slips up and says,
take this white crop.
I said, take the white what? I'm like, that's just certain things you should not tell black people. There's certain ways you shouldn't speak about black people. And that's one of them. Take this white, you don't tell me that, okay? He got off of me immediately because I got him off of me immediately. I said, you have to go. I said, no, this is what we're not going to do. He just like got up and left, blue balls and all, bitch. I did not care. Like, he got really tried me and I was not down for it. Like, I got offended. I don't even know if it was me that got offended or my ancestors. I don't know. Whoever was around me at the time when I was getting my back blown out heard this and was like, because it triggered me. And I said, oh no, we don't do this. We don't do this. Past that, I'm just not like, I'm just naturally, like, genuinely, I'm not attracted to white boys. Like, I'm sorry. You do have a chance if you approach me talking right and stuff. Because Cody, that I'm about to talk about, he had a chance. But we both blew it. Anywho, I had touched down in the city or whatever. He had got a whip that I had like touched down in the city. I think it was either Snapchat or Instagram. He DM'd me on one of them. It had to be Snapchat because I don't think he follows me on Instagram. It was Snapchat. On Snapchat, he had snapped me because I had snapped that I was in the city, or I snapped that I was like around my niece and he knows which city I was in or whatever. Now, me and Cody, he's like an old flame. I consider him an old flame, but not really an old flame. We just used to flirt like every now and again because he like from the same city I'm from, or the same like county I'm from. I'm from G County. I'm an island girl. What's up, G County, Galveston? At the time that I'm recording this video, I think y'all underwater, so say a prayer for Houston and Galveston. What's good? I always say I'm from Houston because that's what people know. People don't usually know what Galveston is, but Galveston County is where I'm from. I'm from the G County. But he had got whipped out. I was in the city and he was like, you should let me take you out, or whatever he had told me. He gave me a cute little message. Whatever he had told me, it had to like really spark something in me because I was excited for this day. I said, I'm excited for this day. I'm going to go on this day. We're going to have a good kiki and we're going to laugh and we're going to get to know each other. Maybe this is my future man. He's like 6'2", fine. Body was on point. His body was really something to feel on. It really was. I felt it. I did. We ain't do nothing, but I felt it. I'm that bitch. Yep. Come here. Okay, let's go on this date, boy. So the day for the date had came basically, and he picked me up in his pickup truck. Okay, now now the thing about this pickup truck is that it was a new pickup truck. It was like a newer, nice pickup truck, but a pickup truck is a pickup truck, and a pickup truck is loud. When they ride by and all you hear is rum, 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 rum. That's all I heard. Girl, what is this? But it was nice. It was newer and it was cute. So I got in the pickup truck like a little cowboy. I was about to ride till I can't no more. I was in the pickup truck like, Got in the pickup truck. We went on the date, and this is when the shit started. First things first, when we walked in the establishment that we were going on this date at to go eat and stuff, I seen subscribers. So shout out to those subscribers because they seen Cody and they know Cody was fine. Don't be afraid to speak to me when I'm in public, y'all. People always say, I was afraid to speak to you. Just speak, bitch. I'm so nice. I promise you. But we sit down. He was such a gentleman. The only thing I really didn't like about him genuinely was the fact that he kept referring to me as like a woman. Like, it's okay to slip up and call me she every now and then and stuff like that. But when you're constantly referring to me as ma'am, it's kind of like, I guess. It was like he was trying to build some fantasy in his head, and I was not providing this fantasy for him. I mean, I guess I was in a sense, but I wasn't trying to provide that fantasy for him. Like, don't yes, ma'am. And then you calling me ma'am like I'm like you older than me. Like, what? I don't know. So the waitress comes. The waitress is complimenting me, brings the water, orders the appetizer and stuff. And the first strike with me was the way he was talking to the waitress. I don't enjoy when people talk to waitress. I don't appreciate when people treat the people that are doing things for you like they matter, bitch. Like they're bringing you the food. It was just a tone of voice. He was talking like he had some type of authority or whatever. He was honestly trying to make it seem like he was that nigga, but he wasn't a nigga. So, but he was trying to make it seem like he was really, that he was that dude. Like he was really that dude, and he just was not. He was doing too much for me. Like it was just too much. He was doing too much. That was strike one. Strike two was the fact that he talked with his, like, just skip the fact that we had ordered all this food. Just skip all that. Just skip all that, girl. Because the food came, the appetizer came, everything. The food was good. I enjoyed the food. But he talked with his mouth open. It was just certain things. And at that moment, I noticed that, I just really like black people. I just really love my black people. No offense to the Quackazoids. out there. Y'all are not the minority here, okay? So you can't get offended for real. You know, it was just, it's the way y'all talk to people sometimes. Like, it's the way, just have some compassion. And not all white people do this at all, because I've been on a date with a white boy before that, you know, was nicer than me. And I'm a very nice person. So that's not the case. It was just, it's some of y'all, when y'all get a little power in whatever field y'all in, y'all have a little authority and y'all driving y'all pickup trucks and stuff, y'all think y'all can talk to people a certain way because they may be lower than y'all. And it was clear that he was talking to this girl like that because he thought that she was low, you know. Okay, like, stop. What are you doing? So at my strike 2, I didn't even really make it to strike 3. I didn't make it to strike 3 at all because I kind of had checked out at that moment. I started reminiscing about this dude I was involved with or whatever. My mind started going over here. I was like, damn, I miss him. Like, the fact that you making me miss, like, just because I'm remembering like all the good this dude was and things like that, I was really just reminiscing it to the point where I spaced out. And when I say I spaced out, I spaced out. It also could have been the cocktails that had settled in. It could have been the cocktails that had settled in. It could have been cocktails. It could have been the cocktails settled, because I had like 3 at this point, but cocktails. But it might have been the cocktails that had settled in that made me like space out. But I spaced out to the point where I had like, I started ignoring him basically. Like my responses went from like full-on sentences to straight up just smiling and And it was clear that I was some type of uninterested. It was very clear. I remember Cody was not, this was not the man of my dreams. This was not, and I thought that maybe I'll end up with a white boy. You know, I thought, no, that's not what had happened either. While I'm spaced out and he's like answering, like he's asking me stuff and he's trying to really make conversation. He's really trying to converse with a bitch. I'm spaced out, like I was saying. And it got to the point where he had got annoyed. Like he got so annoyed to the point where he stopped talking. So we end up at the date just looking at each other like this, like, that's good. Out of nowhere, in the midst of this silence, I don't know if this was one of my spirit guides or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what this was, or maybe I just really had to pee, okay? But a rush of pee came over me, and I promise you, I did not have to pee before this bitch was just sitting there, just calm, spaced out, not thinking about nothing. Maybe I was spaced out, didn't feel the pee coming. Don't know what it was, bitch, but I do know that I had the pee. So I got up and I left sort of abruptly because I really had to pee. And I was like, I'll be right back. I get up, I'm rushing to the restroom. Didn't know where the restroom was, girl. Did not know where the restroom was. I had never been to this restaurant before, this establishment, never been. So I'm running around looking for the restroom. No waitress in sight, no waiter in sight. Nobody that knew where the restroom was. Y'all hear that? That's how the truck sounded. No waitress, nobody that knew where the fucking bathroom was. Could tell. So I'm running around in a frenzy, bitch. I'm running around in a frenzy. I gotta pee. I had to pee. I had to pee like a racing rush horse. Oh, I tried to pull something from something that, I'm sorry, it didn't work at all. From that one movie. Comment down below if y'all know. I pee like a racing horse, Russian horse. So what movie was that? So I finally bump into a waitress, like literally like 3 minutes after I've gotten up from this fucking table. I bump into a waitress finally, and I'm like, where's the bathroom? Like, where's the restroom? She points me towards the restroom. I go running towards the restroom, bitch, running. One thing about me is that I actually typically use the women's restroom, especially if I'm in a a particular city, like in the South or something like that. I prefer to go to the women's restroom because a lot of times I don't feel safe in the male's restroom. We'll talk about that at a later date because that's actually like a whole separate video. So if y'all want to hear me talk about that, comment down below. But I typically go to the women's restroom, okay? I get in the women's restroom though, and when I get in the restroom, before I can make it to the toilet fully, before I can go potty and sit down and pee, because I sit down when I pee, just be up, you know, just I sit down when I do. I sit down when I pee. I do. I couldn't get my fucking buckle on my belt open in time, and I sort of peed on myself. Like I didn't miss completely, you know, but there was pee on the jeans that I had. There was clearly some pee. It was clearly pee on the jeans. Disgusting. I know. Like this was literally like the date from hell. Like he was triggering me. He was doing too much. I done pissed myself. Girl, this was just not to be. I should have stayed my ass at home, answered emails, and worked on something. I should have stayed home and written. So I should have stayed my ass. I should have stayed where I was. But I wanted to go on a motherfucking date because I was I was lonely, bitch. I don't know. So I peed on myself a little bit, but it wasn't like too much. So I act like it wasn't nothing. I lied to him. I said it was water. It was not water. It was pee. Okay, so if you run across this video, sir, it was piss. It was piss. And if you also run across this video, I want to tell you that I don't have a problem with you. I know I didn't answer your text message, the next day. But I don't have, it's cool. Like, we cool. We good. We good. I just can't date you. I can't date you. Maybe I should have took this to him and told him about this. I don't think he watched my channel like that. Maybe he do. Hell, I don't know. I don't care. You weren't. Go just stay inside your race. You the type of white boy that should stay inside your race, because I don't know too many black bitches that's gonna deal with you. So I get back to the table, and honestly, the date ended like abruptly. Like it just ended. It was here and then it was done. It was done. He dropped me back off at my sister's, and that was that. Like that was a day. Can't talk to him. Don't want to talk to him. Don't really care to talk to him because he was rude. That's one of my pet peeves, is rude ass people. That's genuinely one of my pet peeves. Rude ass people. Why are you being rude? You're being rude for no reason. Oh, Cody boy. He ain't stand a chance. He did it. On top of that, during the date, he just seemed off. Like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. He wasn't stimulated my mind enough. And my mind has to be stimulated to be on a date. It genuinely does. If my mind is not stimulated, I'm not stimulated about it. I gotta go. Period. So there's that quick little story or whatever. I have plenty more things to come and talk to y'all about. I pissed myself on a date. Yep. I pissed myself on a date. That's why I'm gonna tell the story, actually. But I have plenty more stories to come or whatever, and I have just so much content and things to come, and I'm just glad that y'all have always stuck around for me, because I know how inconsistent I could get, but it's all for good reason. It's all in the name of like true growth and true healing or whatever, healing a lot of shit from my past and stuff like that. If you can't tell, I'm genuinely in a very good place. So, content is, stuff is about to get, interesting. Stuff it's about to get really good on my channel. It's about to, just in my life period, like stuff is getting great, and I claim it, and I'm thankful for every lesson that I have learned. Always be thankful, you guys. I'm thankful for every single lesson that I have learned within the past like 2 years, honestly. Like, I'm so grateful for these lessons, and I'm so grateful for everything that I have. I'm grateful for you guys, because without you guys, I would not be able to pay my bills. I'm gonna be honest, but I actually would be able to pay my bills, but I wouldn't be able to pay my bills independently. And I am huge on being an independent motherfucker, okay? Therefore, you get it? All right. Anyways, this was just a cute little, quick little story that I wanted to come tell y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. As always, be sure to flip your hair. Even if you don't have no hair, be sure to flip it, because you are that bitch. We are those girls of the world, period. If you missed any of these videos, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna say bye, but subscribe to the subscribe button. It's on screen. If you are not subscribed to my channel, don't worry about these. Actually, I'm gonna put an older video like right there, and then I'm gonna put the subscribe button right here, okay? Go watch this one, because I have to do a follow-up to this video, and then go subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Bitch, what's up? Stay flawless. I love y'all. Okay.